Hello everybody, it's Hogan Rules, and today we'll do is my WWE Monday Night Raw reaction. First one up on the show is Seth Rollins comes out, so he's going to be the best member of the show, beating him in the triple threat match. That he announced Roman Reigns is suspended of the wellness policy. Said, "I own it, you own it." Well, you don't, because you got suspended. Then here comes Dean Ambrose and says, "Well, we all make mistakes, but Roman's still in the match, so it won't be 1-on-1." And then here comes John Cena, and here comes AJ Styles, talking about they should be in the match and whatnot. And Stephanie Man comes out and says, "You will be in the you can be in the match. It's gonna be Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles, and it's gonna be John Cena versus Seth Rollins. And who, if they win this match, will become a fatal 4-way or a fatal 5-way." Second thing is Sasha Banks and Paige versus Charlotte and Donna Brooke. And Sasha Banks ends up doing the bank statement to Donna Brooke. She taps out and wins the match. Over on the show was Titus O'Neil versus Rusev from last week. It was just a brawl. It started off with a little brawl, and Titus O'Neil won by a count victory from Rusev. Juan out there did nothing. For Stephanie McMahon is on the phone, and Cole Kane's like, "Hey," then the Miz comes back with Reese. So this is welcome back to the Wilma Goddamn help open the door for me. Whatever. If you do not defend your title within a month, you have to defend it, or else it will be taken away from you. It's like, yeah, we're gonna give you your opponent, but we're not gonna tell you it's gonna be a surprise. So then we have fifth is Seth Rollins versus John Cena, and John Cena's losing because here comes the Club AJ Styles. Luke Gallows, Carlson are surrounding the ring. He does pedigree, and Seth Rollins ends up winning, and that's what happens. It's like, "You owe me one, Seth." Not really. 6, Big Cass and his room versus 2 jobbers, or whatever their names was. Big Cass and his room with the bada boom drop, and then here comes the Social Outcast, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and Heath Slater. No, Adam Rose because he quit. So then they're back, and then says, "We're hard," and it's like, "So you're hard?" "No, you're just soft." They spelled it out like twice. And SAWFT soft, SAWFT soft. Basically, that's what happened. So with this, what? Oh yeah, the New Day. Like, the New Day is like dressing up like the Wyatt family apparently, and like Big E was supposed to be like Bray Wyatt. Xavier Woods is supposed to be like Luke Harper, which he's not even there. And then Kofi dressed up with Eric Rowan. They come out and they start roasting, and then comes the Wyatt family. And like, seems something's wrong with Xavier Woods, and we go to Renee, and it looks like something is wrong with him. Or it might just be something to throw us off. They're talking about the Special Olympics. Special Olympics is basically people that are special, and they're Blair unified with WWE as a united family with them. Mark Evanstein is the manager of all this. Make sure that they're young. They're talking about it. It was pretty awesome that they had that for him. But Summer Rae versus Becky Lynch. We didn't even have a match because Becky Lynch went after Natalia, which was on commentary, and she beat her up, and then we had no match at all. That's what happened, was just a brawl. Okay. The highlight reel, Chris Jericho. He had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn out there. They're just talking about, like, we need to end this, like, you're just jealous, the reason why you attacked me is like, well, you are a terrible best friend. And then Chris Jericho's like, "Give him the gift you will drink it in, man." And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, super kick, big boot, boom, they team up together, and it seems like Kevin Owens confused, and so is Sami Zayn. That's kind of weird. But the match is going to happen nonetheless. "We're gonna make Darren Young great again. I've been a tag team partner, but I've never been a single star." It's like, it's called the Bob Backlund era. We're gonna make it the Darren Young era. That was pretty funny. The Miz versus, for the Intercontinental Championship, with Maurice out there, versus Demon Kane, and Demon Kane ends up winning, but by count out, because Maurice fakes it, and Miz thought it was real. We go back on commercial, it was like acting, blah blah blah. But they're gonna have a match, have another match or lead this up to a feud. That would be pretty sweet. I would love to see Demon Kane destroy the Miz. which he mostly did in the match. He was going to win. That would have been pretty cool. That was 12th, and 13th was... Oh yeah, Cesaro Paul Cruz versus former League of Nations member Sheamus and then Humberto Rio. Humberto Rio ends up kicking in the face, and then Paul Cruz does that spinning sit-out power bomb and ends up winning the match for his team. And that was pretty sweet. That's rolling on to what's going to happen to Battleground in about 4 weeks. Joe interviews Dean Ambrose and Stephanie McMahon's talking to him, and like saying it's embarrassment that you're the world championship. Deep down, she really likes me. Just saying. That was pretty funny. AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose, the world champion, with Seth Rollins out there on commentary, and here comes the club, Luke Gallows and Carson try distracting Ambrose, but then Johnson comes out and beats him up a little bit, and then Dean Ambrose rolls him up, and then does dirty deeds, 1, 2, 3, and ends up winning, and it's going to be a triple threat match in attack, and here comes Seth Rollins off the commentary. He was happy, he was cheering for him, and then pedigree to Dean Ambrose, and then Johnson gets Magic Killer on the stage, who looked like hurt, and Dean Ambrose suffers another pedigree from Seth Rollins. And that's how I ended the show. It went over overtime, 10 minutes, which it usually does. It was June 27th, 2016. It was June 28th, 2016. It was in Tampa, Florida. It was in Tampa, Florida tonight. And that's all that happened on WWE Raw. The announcers were Mark Cole, JBL, by him section. And if you like this video, leave a comment and subscribe for more. And bye guys. Bye.